Okay, so this is a trial test, whatever. Okay, so what has been of interest to me lately, we've been looking into different feelings within dreams. So how to keep track of these feelings, what do these feelings represent, and how can these feelings I think one of the problems I have with, I always like to share my dreams, and I realize that they're pretty boring for other people to listen to. And when other people tell me their dreams, it's pretty boring as well. And I've been kind of questioning why this is the case, or I'm trying to figure out a way in which sharing dreams is not boring, and not something that's a boring thing to do. And I think what I've discovered is that if you focus on the types of feelings that you can experience in dreams, and sort of keep track of those feelings, that there might be that it might be interesting to listen to other people's dreams and sort of gauge how, or sort of you become more aware of the different types of feelings one can have in these dreams. And I mean, just recently I had a dream about my having to rush to one of the BART stations to get there on time before the train left. And it looked as though it was like 10 o'clock at night, but I guess it was about maybe 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. And the last one was going at 6:02, and I had to go from the top of the station to a station that doesn't really even exist, from the top to the bottom in 2 minutes. And it was one of those where you have to anxious feeling of having to get your money out, throw it into the machine, and make sure you know how much you need, or look at the little chart to see how much you need, and all the while hearing the train and everything, and figuring out how you're going to get from the top floor to the bottom before it leaves. And so there's a feeling of anxiety, but I think that it was before I got there, I was with a few women that I didn't really know. Well, I guess I knew. I was with several people from my childhood, and I think when I saw them, there was a particular feeling of those three women. And so there's that feeling mixed in with the anxiety feeling, mixed in with one of the BART ladies who was kind enough to hold the train for me because she saw that I needed to get on that train, otherwise I couldn't get back home that night, and I didn't have enough money to pay for a hotel and whatnot to stay in that area. But anyway, I think I need to do more study on this, obviously, but I'm trying to look at dreams as though they represent feelings, and these feelings can be thought of very similarly to how, say, the feeling, the reaction, like in my own experience of drinking caffeine and having a particular reaction and a sensory experience as a result of drinking that caffeine. And so I'm looking at how these feelings that are experienced in dreams can be of any relevance to how they can be relevant, how they can be useful in understanding the physical body, just as I said, how do we make sense of the whatever. So that's one issue, and I don't really know why I was thinking of that. Why was that the case? I don't remember. That should be it. I'm just trying to get good, or get better. I haven't done these in a really long time. Get better at recording myself in front of the camera. But alright, cool.